Hello friends, welcome in today's lecture. Today we will see the next point, result set interface. Result set interface is an important interface which is used to access the database table with the general width and unknown length. The table rows are retrieved in sequence using the result set object. Within a row, its column value can be accessed in any order. A result set maintains a cursor pointing to its current row of the data. Initially, the cursor is positioned before the first row and the next method moves the cursor to the next row. So, the result set object can be created using the execute query method. So, in short, the result set method is used to retrieve the table rows in a sequence of the result set object. So, using the result set object, you can retrieve the particular rows, and the row its first pointer point to the first row, and next method is used to move the cursor to the next row, and for that the execute query method is used in the result set interface. See one example. For example, statement object is equal to connection dot create statement, and using the statement object we can execute the query method. So result set result is equal to statement dot execute query, and in bracket SQL query is there, select start from my table. So here statement is a statement object is equal to connection dot create statement, and result set result is an object of the result set is equal to statement dot execute query, in bracket SQL statement, select start from my table. So this method is used to retrieve the table from the database, and for that the result set method interface is used. Now next see, the last point is the essential JDBC program. Here we can see some examples or program of the database. First program, write a Java program using the JDBC to retrieve the data from the student table. Means in the first program, first create the student table, and after that we enter some data in the student table, and you can retrieve the data in the student table. Then next program is write a program using the JDBC to update the data from the student table. Here we use the update query to update the particular student record. And third program is consider the bank table with the attribute account number, customer name, balance, phone and address, and write a database application which allows insertion, updation and deletion of the records in the bank table, and print the value of all the customer whose balance is the greater than 20,000. So in the third program, first we create a bank table, then in that bank table we have attribute account number, customer name, balance, phone and address, and after creating the bank table we perform the operation, that is insertion, updation and deletion of the record in the bank table, and at the last we print the whose balance, customer balance is greater than the 20,000. This C program we will see in this lecture. See the first program. Write the Java program using the JDBC to retrieve the data from the student table. See here, this is the program that demonstrates the retrieve the data from the student table. And the requirement of that is, first database is created, then second student tab is stored in the database, and some record is inserted in the database. So first at the time of performing the database related program, you first create a database in MS Access, and the table name is student table. Then program is import java.sql.star, class retrieve data demo, public static void main, connection con is equal to null, statement stat is equal to null, in the try block class.forName son.jdbc.odbc.jdbc driver. This forName method load the JDBC ODBC driver in the program. Then con is equal to driver manager dot get connection JDBC ODBC. Here our database name database 1 comma username is blank and password is also blank. Then stat is equal to con dot create statement. Then this statement is used to create the table. If your student table is already created, then there is no need to create once again the student table. If the student table is not created in the database 1, then we write this statement. Int result is equal to stat.execute update create table student name having parameter roll number, data type is number, student name data type is varchar and student address data type is varchar 30. This statement is used to create a table in the database. Then using the println statement, we print table is created. Here I am already created the table. See here. Database 1. And in database 1 I am created student table. So I am not again performing the create table statement. So in the student table I am entering two records, roll number 1 student name Priyanka and student address Isalkaranji, and roll number 2 student name Kiran and student address Sangli. So I have already created the database 1 and in that I am created student table. So there is no need to perform this statement again, and for that purpose I am given here comment for these two statements. If you are not created the database 1 and student table, then we perform this two statement first. After that, string SQL is equal to select star from student table. Then result set rs is equal to stat.execute query SQL. So SQL is a string, and in that the statement is select star from student table, and result set is used to perform the execute query method. Then system.out.println displaying the content of the table. So this SQL statement simply display all the content in the table. Next, check the condition while rs is an object of the result set dot next method. So next method is used to point to the next row. Then int roll number is equal to, here create a roll number integer is equal to rs dot get roll int get rs dot get int roll number. This is the column value or column name roll number. Then string name is equal to rs dot get string, second column name is string student name, and string student address is equal to rs dot get string stud address. This is the third column name. So roll number is passed into the roll number, student name is passed into the name, and student address is passed in the stud address. After that, displaying the values using the system.out.println roll number plus roll number, system.out.println student name is equal to plus name, and system.out.println student address is equal to stud address. So this statement is used to displaying the value on the command prompt. Here roll number, name and address, these variables are used to assign the column values in the particular variable. After that, close the result set, close the statement and close the connection using the close method. rs.close stat.close and con.close. After that, complete the try block, and in the catch block, class not found exception is there, and next catch block contains the SQL exception is there. If any class not found exception is occurred, then the system is print the simply message system.error.println exception e.get message. So particular class is not found. This message is displayed on the command prompt. Then in the next catch block, SQL exception e system.error.println exception is equal to plus e.get message. If you have some error in a SQL statement, that time the SQL exception is occur. Then complete the catch block, also complete the class. Then save the program retrieve data demo.java. Then compile the code. After before the compiling the code, we first enter the database 1 entry into the JDBC driver, and for that open the control panel, go to the administrator tools, in the data source ODBC, select the system DSL. In that, first remove all the databases, then click on add button, then select Microsoft Access driver star.mdb and star.accdb, then select and finish. After that, give the data source name database 1, then select your database. Select, I am creating the database in the D drive, so select the database D drive in DB folder. Database name is database 1. Here database 1, then click on OK. Here your database is imported, database 1. Click on OK. Here in the program, my database name is database 1. So the database 1 is entered into the data source ODBC folder. So system DSN is created in our database. So database name is database 1 and our table is student table. So see, in the student table having two record. First, roll number 1 Priyanka, student name and student address Ichalkaranji, and in roll number 2 student name Kiran and student address Sangli. These two record present in the student table. So first compile the code. Java C program name retrieve data demo.java. Here it is successfully compiled. Then run the code. Java program name retrieve data demo. Here this is the output of our program, displaying the content of the table: roll number 1 name Priyanka and student address Ichalkaranji, and roll number 2 student name Kiran and student address Sangli. So this is the output of our program. This program shows the how to retrieve the content in the database. See here use the SQL query select star from student table. That's why all the record present in the student table that will be displayed into the command prompt. Here this program shows the how to retrieve the data from the student table. Now next see, the next program is write a program using the JDBC to update the data of the student table. Here we use the update query. See the next program. How to update the record in the table. First requirement is database is created. Then second is student table. First database create. After that we created table, that is student table, in the database and add some records into the table. This program also refer the database 1. Okay. Then first import the java.sql.star. Then class update data demo. In the main method, int result connection con is equal to null and statement stat is equal to null. In the try block, first load the JDBC ODBC driver in the program. Class.forName son.jdbc.odbc.jdbc ODBC driver. Then con is equal to driver manager.get connection JDBC colon ODBC colon. Here our database name is there. My database name is database 1, comma, username is blank and password is also blank. Then stat is equal to connection dot create statement. Then same, I am creating already student table, so this statement having a comment in the program. This statement shows the how to create a table in the database. Then result is equal to, result is an integer variable, is equal to stat.execute update, and in update query is update student table, set student name is equal to Pooja, where the roll number is equal to 1. So this SQL statement indicate that update the student name Pooja where the roll number is 1. Means the student having roll number 1, the name will be a Pooja. Then system.out.println table updated, and after updating the table shows the all the entries in the table. Using the query select star from student table. Here we use the result set objector to display the all the content in the table. Result set rs is equal to stat. This is the statement objector dot execute query. This result set used to display the content of the table or database. Then system.out.println displaying the content of the table, and using the next method display the all the rows in the table. Same int integer roll number is equal to rs.getInt method roll number. This is the roll number is an column name of the table. String name is equal to rs.getString column name of the student name, and string stud address is equal to rs.getString and stud address. This is the column name of the student table. So next, using the println display the values on the command prompt. System.out.println roll number is equal to plus roll number. System.out.println student name is equal to plus name, and system.out.println student address is equal to plus stud address. This statement display the student table record on the command prompt. Then using the close method close the result set object, close the statement stat.close, and close the connection con.close. In the catch block, catch class not found exception e, system.error.println exception is equal to plus e.get message. And in the next catch block, catch SQL exception e, system.error.println exception is equal to plus get message. If any case any type of SQL exception or class not found exception occur, that will be thrown in the this to catch block. After complete the catch block, complete the class bracket. Then save the code, update demo.java, update data demo.java. Then compile the code. Here the database 1, in that having a table name student table, and this student table having 2 records, and this update program shows the update the name, student name Pooja, where the roll number is 1. So at the starting in the database, roll number 1, student name is Priyanka, and after running the program update table, the student table also updated and Priyanka is replaced by the Pooja. See the output. Java C program name, update data demo.java. It is successfully compiled. Then run the code. Java program name update data demo. See here, roll number table is updated. Displaying the content of the table is roll number 1, name is Pooja, student address is Ichalkaranji, and roll number 2, name is Kiran and address is Sangli. Same here in database, the Priyanka student name is replaced by the name Pooja. So this program shows the how to update the table in the database. So using the update query, we can update the table in the database, and the syntax is update table name student table set student name is equal to Pooja, where roll number is equal to 1. This program shows the how to update the data from the student table or any table. So in the next lecture, we will see the third program, how to execute and perform the third program. Consider the bank table with the attribute account number, customer name, balance, phone and address, and write a database application which allows insertion, updation and deletion of the record in the table, and then print all the customer whose balance is greater than 20,000. So third program we will see in the next lecture.